toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense will have the football first. Off-play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got a man. It's Cardi. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands it's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do it.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Rebels are rolling down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged out of the air. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
He'll ride his man on the option. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. So the Texas Longhorns offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
It's complete to the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Longhorns will have it first and 10. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to pass, it's Casey. Makes the grab on the left. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Rebels will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Casey. They'll run the screen. There he goes! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And they're not on the same page there. So the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Got his man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Period will be a second down. They'll try the run. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Longhorns will snap it on first and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Still looking on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell.
Touchdown, Texas! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. And Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Arkansas. He'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made.
Turning it on! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A first down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, it looked bad for a little bit, but how about the defense coming through? Back-to-back sacks. Now it's 4th and goal. Decision time for the offense, but the defense made it really, really difficult getting those negative plays in back-to-back situations.
They'll send out the kicker here. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Dead center perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Makes it past the marker.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Casey. Steps away. On the run, deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Casey. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the left side. Touchdown, Texas! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man on the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Looking to fire. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Power football with the run. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Moves. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Longhorns! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He's taking some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hauls it in. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Can't get him to the ground. Ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Casey. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Casey. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's long. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Picks up the first down. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the tailback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And the point after is good. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches.
There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The play-action fake. Dumps it off in the flats. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Texas offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield, it's Casey. He's got the tight end. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneak gets it done.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cardi. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit both. Bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance.
Turning it on! And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Ole Miss, 10.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Out of the gun to give to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The give to the left side. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Working that left side now. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down. The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Texas offense. On the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Makes the grab. It's long. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense setting up shop at the... It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the...
Headed to the end zone. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll run it. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Looking downfield, it's Casey. Quarterback moving. Trying to ball his way in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a
seam wide open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. To the ground. He's got it again. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it.